Why?
Wicked. The guy's supposed to buy my terrarium this morning.
Supposed to buy your what?
Terrarium.
Oh, you got a terrarium for sale? Oh, right there?
Well, it's right here. It's $240. It's got a tag on it. I told him to give me $20. Say he had to go get change. And
So you waiting for him?
no, I told him I gotta go to the shower trailer. If we're not back in 10 minutes. And he just let my time not matter. So now it's gonna be $40.
Right.
Nah. The cops are being cool at the night. They sweep or whatever, but I'm down to no clothes now because when they threw it away last time.
Not your suit.
Yeah, they threw everything away.
Oh my god.
That's not, the clothes I got on are the only clothes that I got.
Last night during the cleanup it came and...
No, they threw it like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, you lost it 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. They asked the guy, the St. Joseph guy asked me, oh, you haven't, I thought you were getting into the manor or to the place. I said, I thought I was too, but those, they told me the mental health assessments every Thursday, and I haven't seen nobody in 2 months.
Maybe they'll come today.
Yeah, but I mean, they're supposed to come today. I don't know what the hell is going on. But the whole point is that if they made they passed new laws or something about being on the street or something, that, I mean, I thought I was being, I wasn't too, I was trying to be, humble about them putting me out of the ABH with no place.
Right.
But nobody's taking that into consideration, I guess, because, I mean, that's been since December. What's this, April?
Right.
So how long should I be humble? I mean, otherwise, it's just, I start to get a little angry. Because if I could have a talk with the mayor, I would talk with her. Because the solution is not a solution. It's not, I mean, by the time Olympics get here, they're really going to be scrambling. So I don't see their solution. And then to make it illegal to be out here, and they put me out here. So, I mean, it's just not a solution.
Did they pass a new law?
I heard they did. That it's basically illegal to be on the streets. I mean, they had a guy yesterday, the mental health people came and tackled him.
Oh, I saw them.
Yeah. Well, I didn't see him. I just heard about it. But that guy's already been through that situation.
That big guy?
Yeah. He's already been through that situation. So I'm not sure why he came back out here, but
They took him?
Huh?
They took him?
They took him, and who knows where they took him? Nobody knows because nobody accounts for him. So you got somebody not accounted for that's
Josh.
yeah, that's not accounted for. That's not doesn't have money for private care, and from their assessment is scary loopy, then they might have wound up at the place where you never know that you didn't want to wind up at, where they just go ahead and do everybody a favor. And those places exist. I mean, I'm open about it because I've been there. I've been there here. I've been there in Oklahoma, and it's a necessary evil according to some people. But I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, I understand it. I don't. I'm not. It's none of my business. But unless I'm involved, and I have been involved. But what it comes down to is that the problem out here is that there are people that it's no fault of their own that of their mentorship. Now
you're going down there, right?
Yeah, to the shower trailer.
Okay, I see you. What's up, baby?
Hey, how's it going? Good to see you.
Have a good day to you.
You too. Have a great day.
Have a great day. Be safe.
Okay, thanks, safe team.
All right.
So that's who's going to buy the trailer. And I believe I'm a big fan of synchronicity. And so in the whole scheme of things, how God does it, that's how He reassures us we're still in the right place and we're doing things. So this morning I wake up and I'm not like open eyes yet or up, and I hear two guys talking, and the one guy's telling how this girl's gonna give him a Komodo or a monitor, one of those lizards, and just right by chance I hear him saying that to the other guy, and he said, but I got to get me a tank.
And you had one?
Well, I had it sitting there, and I woke up and I said, hey, I got a tank.
Wow.
And so I said it's $240 sticker on it, but I'll give it to you for $20. And I guess that he went to get changed. So.
Oh, okay.
But
Did you
I'm
tell
not
him?
going to charge him $40 now because technically he came before I moved all the way over there.
So maybe, does he know to come to the showers to pick it up?
Yeah, that's where I told him I was going to go.
Okay.
So he was worried about me transporting it, but I transported it there. It just magically appeared. So.
Is that an electric bike?
Yeah, but it's not electric because the battery's.
Oh, the battery died?
Yeah, and I don't have a way to charge it. I don't have a solar panel and a Metro
Tap card?
station to plug it in. No, it was, when they stole my bike again.
Oh, they did?
That's why I have this bike. I was over here by the Metro, where the Metro's park, the bike's parked.
Yeah.
And I was talking to a friend, and about, I don't know, 20 yards away, I had my girls Linus 3-speed parked, and it was 2 in the morning. But so I was right there, and then this guy walks up, a tall guy in like a winter jacket and full mask, and he's walking up, and I tell the guy next to him, I said, this guy doesn't look like he's up to doing good. I'm ready if he comes, our way or makes any move or whatever. So, but he gets to my bike, and then he just casually gets on it and just starts riding it. And I'm like, hey, that's my bike. And when I realize he's serious and he starts pedaling, I start running. And I almost caught him because he slipped off the pedals not too far away. And I almost caught him, and then he got back on and kept going. And it's just, but then a Santa Monica police happened to be coming by, and they don't ever come over here. So he came by, and I said, I knew it was Santa Monica police, but I didn't care if it was not. I knew in my mind that they don't come over here, but I still asked him. I said, hey, because it was like at least 2 minutes right after he rode off. I said, hey, this guy just took my bike, and I described what he was wearing on my bike, and he was the Santa Monica police officer. He was really
helpful.
Trying to. He said, yeah, I'll go look, and he went up, and I seen him go by about 5 minutes later on Pacific. But that guy probably went over there to Hampton, where there's some seedy characters. But what I'm trying to say is that now it doesn't even matter if you're aware and you're there. The bike still seems to be a target. I wish we could develop a way to, if we could get some, we need a we need somebody that has, that has extra money to contribute some air tags, and I'll air tag the shit out of my bike, you know what I mean? But it's just, that way you can put a couple air tags, you're gonna find out because it's not a bunch of people, there's a group of people, but it's not a bunch of people that are taking bikes. And I know, anybody that loves riding their bike or, pays for their bike or whatever, anything to do with their bike would support that. I mean, I don't know if they could get some kind of foundation called Screw You Guys, We Want Our Bikes Back Foundation or something.
Yeah.
Or something, so we could air tag, and it doesn't have to be like a big thing, because you don't want it to be such a where people can know that there might be air tags. But nobody's gonna think I have an air tag, and I want to catch who's doing it, just to know who's doing it, and just to,
And you haven't seen him since?
No, I mean, I haven't seen him since, but I haven't traveled around because I don't have a bike. And then, hey, let's take his way of getting around, his way of means of getting food, his means of doing anything. But that's on my scale. Now, when you get a bigger scale, it's the same thing, but just, it's the same stress and depression involved when somebody does that, but just on a different, level of society. And so nobody wants that going on, so I don't know what the solution. But like those Cocos that go by and
the robots.
Have food, you say, how come the homeless don't break into those and get the food? Well, I heard from somebody that they shocked the shit out of you.
Oh, really?
That makes sense. So if I had a bike, especially an electric bike, I'd have some kind of device where it shock the shit out of them, and they would never take another bike again. That's some real shock therapy there. But
what about that bike there? Parts. You gonna build that bike there?
Well, I'm missing the handlebars. That's still got to get handlebars for it, but maybe that's a test. Maybe that's kind of a, the universe saying again, hey, you just need some handlebars. So maybe that means I'm trying to steer without a handlebar. I don't know, but I'm trying to keep my head up. I got a cold and my hair is crazy, but it's always been crazy.
So you're making your way over to the showers?
Yeah, I'm going to showers. That's a good way to get a fresh start.
Okay.
And other than that, that's where it's at. I mean, I get it. The reason my stuff got thrown away, because the police are, been really good about keeping people's random stuff and all this crap away from the beach. So they're just doing their job. But when you have somebody watching it, like that you camp with or something, and then you watch their stuff, vice versa, you would hope that they, would make a point to, deal with it. But the guy that I had watching it, he's just one of them guys. He's like, he's just, more of an indifferent type. And that's when you get to the indifferent types, they're less likely to have passion about things.
I see.
So Tin Man Eeyore, what are you going to do?
So when you came back, all your stuff was gone.
Yeah, and they said, oh, the police, blame it on the police. Well, from my standpoint, who knows if the police even threw it away, because it sounded kind of iffy. They might have just did what they wanted with my stuff. But I had 2 bikes that I was building and that stuff.
So now you got to get new clothes.
Yeah, clothes. I mean, I could start going just what do you call it? Bikini bottoms, and that's it, and just
Spring break.
get some nice. I don't know. Hey, by giving me clothes, you're doing everybody a favor. You want to do everybody a favor? It's a necessary evil. If I wear this stuff's this, you got to keep a ability to laugh, even though you're aware of things, because there's things that go on that just are bigger than us, are harder to swallow, harder to even attempt to deal with. But the only reason I'm able to that's why I say I've been through a lot of situations that aren't very good ones, but knowing the bad ones and knowing the good ones helped me realize that it's just a matter of somebody just making sense, because it doesn't make sense to have somebody out here running around that has no self-control and that is scary loopy. Because if I'm out here, right, and I encountered someone that I wouldn't want around my kids, then I got an issue with the person, because there's kids all the time out here. There's kids, there's elderly, there's animals, and if you're gonna, and that's what the police basically do. They look for people that are when they encounter people, when they want to know who they are to make sure their zone's safe. So when they counter them, and if they're put office to the police, then they don't, if they can't respect anything, let them at least respect an authority, because the authority that they're put office to is the one keeping things safe. So, so you get a guy that's out here, and Josh has had a chance before. I mean, you get chances in life, but he had a chance before, and they took him and did whatever they do with him, and he just came back and was doing the same stuff.
Was Josh getting crazy out here?
Well, he's always been like scary loopy to me.
Right.
Now, I befriended him just because I befriend all types, and that's what anyone would do if they were doing what I'm doing, which
right.
is trying to be love in a hateful world, you know what I mean? And so his scary loopy, I've never really welcomed his scary loopy, but I've always tried to be there, because some people, they put scary loopy out there because they've been through a lot. But his scary loopy, the scary loopy ego. His ego must have let the scary loopy subside, and so he's had chances. He's always been scary loopy to me. And one of the last times I encountered him, he took my lighter. I knew he took it because I was sleeping and he was around. He took my lighter, and I said, "Hey, I need my lighter. You're not going to take my lighter." And he just starts walking away. I said, "Dude, you're not taking my lighter." And so I got on my bike and I was going to ram him with my bike. I didn't care. I'm not violent. I'm not. But if it comes down to it and I'm in the right, then I guess the other guy takes over, which is the sword of righteousness. And I didn't ram him, because when I got to him, I got off the bike, and then there was a 2x4, and I picked up the 2x4. I said, "I need my lighter, bro." And I guess he figured out seriously, he threw it, which isn't. That's still, he's saying, "Screw you, I'm throwing you," and he landed in the sand, or whatever. And I said, and I fed him that. I fed him right before he took my lighter. I fed him breakfast. So what are you going to do? You know what I mean? If he can't figure it out, they're going to figure it out for him. And that's just the way it is. I mean, otherwise something's going to happen, and then the police are going to take it to the heart, because anything that happens in their zone, it affects them. I mean, that's just the reality. If I was in their shoes, it would affect me. So, scary loopy, maybe not. Maybe he'll do something, maybe he won't. You can't have that type of unsurety in today's world. I mean, we'd rather err on the side of we just did everybody a favor than that. And I definitely understand it. I mean, I definitely understand it, and I'm glad it wasn't me this time or whatever, because I've never been scary loopy. I mean, I might appear scary when I'm angry, but if anybody knows me at all, they know I don't even kill flies. I don't want to see nothing hurt. You know, that's why, you know, it's like the Forrest Gump comes out of me, or the just. I mean, Winnie the Pooh was my childhood room theme, and that's not saying I'm a wimp or I'm a woman's genital area. It's just saying that I'm built the way I'm built, and luckily I'll be 50 in a week from tomorrow if I'm able to, you know, tread the water and hold on to the buoy that is Venice, because Venice is a buoy for a lot of people, and that's been that for me. So.
Wow, that's a milestone, 50.
Well, the milestone. Hopefully, there's a what do you call it? That little booth when you're on a 50K or 50 mile bike ride, and they have the little booths along the way. You get snacks and water.
Right.
Hopefully, that's my snack booth.
So is it 17th your birthday?
18th.
18th?
Yeah.
All right, I'll come look for you.
What are you gonna do? Bring a cake?
Yeah, I'll bring a cake for
Oh
you.
yeah, somebody's a good baker, right?
Yeah. What kind of cake do you like? Chocolate or
This
carrot?
is where I could be Eeyore and say, I don't know, either or. But no, I'm not indifferent at all. My favorite cake would be a coconut cream.
Oh,
or
yeah.
not coconut cream, but like a white cake with like a what's really good is like a
Banana cream?
orange peel icing, or they have one at Whole Foods. They have it's either orange peel or lemon peel. It's a lemon peel. But I'm not big on chocolate.
Okay.
I poison myself with chocolate.
I
when
see.
was a kid, so.
Okay, I'll get you one. All right.
But yeah, 50 candles would be cool because I want to see if I can blow them all out at once.
All right.
But anyway, that way you still got your breath.
Right.
I hope everybody's everybody's still sticking with still keeping hope alive and not letting hate come into play, because once you stop individualizing people, that's when you start becoming hate, and hate just breeds hate, and then it's all hate, and if it's all hate, then I guess the human race is doomed. So just keep it individual. Try to people are surprised a lot of times when they're able to do that, and then I show them that it's an individual thing. It's not the homeless kind of thing. So, but
all right, Chip.
but I got time for the shower. The guys waiting on this tour.
Okay. All right. Good catching
I'll
up
see
with you.
next time.
Okay.
All right.
I might follow you over there.
I don't know if it's maybe I took too long.
Nico, David. Babe is the man.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Good job.
Now it's been a while.
Hey, how's it going, Dan? Good to see you.